FC Barcelona are reportedly interested in Marco Asensio. Barcelona are prepared to offer Marco Asensio an escape from the Bernabeu next summer and he is ready for a move. Barcelona is reportedly mulling a deal for Marco Asensio. According to a report from Mundo Deportivo, the Catalans board is privately considering whether or not to pursue the Real Madrid attacker next summer now that he has emerged as a possible target for the Spanish club. Asensio, once regarded as one of Real Madrid's most promising wingers, has lost favor in recent years due to a history of injuries and inconsistent play. His overall position on the first team has been impacted. Asensio has played less than 100 minutes of league football this season, falling below players like Federico Valverde, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. in the hierarchy. Even though his situation has recently improved, there is no certainty that Real Madrid would extend his contract as a result. He could go on a free transfer at the end of the current campaign. As a result, Barcelona is on high alert. The possibility of acquiring Asensio has the Catalans fascinated rather than their need for additional attackers. After all, the Spaniard is a free transfer and has a wealth of experience playing football at the highest level. Asensio is a dynamic attacker who can play a variety of positions in the final third. This might come in handy for Xavi Hernandez, especially with Memphis Depay's future still up in the air and Juventus still interested in signing him in January. Asensio, on the other hand, has already hinted at a prospective transfer to Barcelona, and his agent Jorge Mendes has a close bond with Joan Laporta, the president of the Catalan club. Only time will tell if Asensio transfers from the Santiago Bernabéu to Spotify Camp Nou in the upcoming summer. Despite the Blaugrana considering a transfer for the Spaniard, the transfer embargo looming over Barcelona's head isn't stopping manager Luis Enrique from commenting on the club's plans for 2015. As the Blaugrana continue their successful run through the 2014-15 campaign, speculation regarding potential dealings will keep on surfacing. From want-away talent to highly touted youngsters and injury replacements, the Catalans are as busy as ever. So let's have a look at the latest transfer rumors surrounding the club. Marco Asensio has Real Madrid deal in place. Enrique may have recently told Marca the Blaugrana were interested in Mallorca's Marco Asensio, but as reported by Pedro Fulana, the youngster is set to complete a move to arch-rivals Real Madrid. The Barcelona manager tried avoiding the topic when he was asked about the 18-year-old, but he admitted the club was interested in his services, saying, "I don't usually talk about players who aren't at our club. He has plenty of suitors and the club was already interested in him before I arrived, but that's it. We'll talk about him when he's in our squad and until then, let his team talk about him." It now appears there won't be much talk about the Mallorca youth product after all, as the player himself confirmed he has an agreement in place with Los Blancos. We will see what happens this week because in this club anything can happen. Real Madrid have decided and I am really happy. I'm looking forward to seeing the finalization of the deal in order to make everyone calmer at the club, me, and Real Madrid. It is an honor that the best clubs are fixed on me and the best is Real Madrid. The agreement is for 5 seasons and now, to enjoy. The Spanish star has greatly impressed during the 2014-15 season, routinely being the best man on the pitch for Mallorca despite his young age. The midfielder is raw but extremely talented, with plenty of natural physical ability to go with superb technique, as shared by Spanish football expert Rafael Hernandez. Barcelona came close to signing the winger during the summer but balked at the proposed transfer fee. The 23-year-old has made just one start all season after signing a new deal in the summer. He has routinely been passed over in favor of Dani Alves, Douglas and even Adriano. His agent has already called for his client to leave the club, per Inside Spanish Football's Jamie Kemp, and the fact he didn't even make the bench for Sunday's fixture against Valencia won't help matters. Though Montoya was once regarded as one of Barcelona's top defensive talents, Enrique's insistence on not playing him has all but ended the chances of Montoya staying with Barcelona beyond the January transfer window. Interest in his services will likely be high, and given the fact that Enrique continues to prefer other options at the right-back position, the right offer could easily poach Montoya from the Catalans. Barcelona players are said to be against the potential arrival of Marco Asensio from Real Madrid in the near future due to his alleged toxic personality. As reported by El Nacional, it is believed that there is no chance the Spain international will renew his contract at Madrid next summer. Hence, his agent Jorge Mendes is keen to take advantage of his relationship with Barcelona and secure a move for his client. However, a move to the Catalan giants for Asensio looks improbable due to three reasons. Firstly, the two teams want to respect the gentleman's agreement with each other so that they avoid another Luis Figo episode. Secondly, the Blaugrana seemingly have no place in their squad for another forward. Manager Xavi Hernandez oversaw the arrivals of Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski this summer while Ousmane Dembele's contract was renewed until 2024. Finally, it is claimed that several players in Barca's dressing room don't want the transfer to go ahead as they believe Asensio is toxic. His behavior at Real Madrid this season has been cited as an example by senior figures at Camp Nou. Several times this season, the former RCD Mallorca winger has expressed his unhappiness at not being handed enough minutes under manager Carlo Ancelotti. Given that this is a World Cup year, Asensio's feelings are understandable to a certain extent. He has played a combined 47 minutes in just 4 matches across competitions for Los Blancos this season, scoring 1 goal. Regardless of his inactivity at Madrid, manager Luis Enrique picked him in Spain's squad announced earlier this month. Asensio provided an assist for Jordi Alba's goal in his country's 2-1 UEFA Nations League loss against Switzerland on Saturday, September 24. He was subbed off in the 63rd minute in place of striker Borja Iglesias. However, if he does move to the Allianz Stadium, he is likely to face potential competition from wingers Angel Di Maria and Philip Kostic. Regardless, Juventus could offer him more regular football than Real Madrid. Any potential move for Asensio can only be completed after the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, which commences in November later this year. A good showing with La Roja could lead to interest from top European teams in the upcoming January transfer window. Barca snapped up the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, Rafinha and Franck Kessie, and according to Mundo Deportivo, Xavi and CO would like to sign soon to be out of contract Real Asensio as their next marquee signing. Asensio, 26. Will be out of contract at the Bernabeu next summer and could leave for free. The report adds that if Asensio's contract situation is the same come the winter transfer window, Barca may decide to act then. Barca may be able to get Asensio for a lesser fee in January, or wait until the summer to get him for free. In a boost to Xavi's side, Asensio's agent, Jorge Mendes, has a good relationship with club president Joan Laporta. Barca have enjoyed a strong start to their La Liga campaign. They're still unbeaten after 6 games played and only trail Spanish champions Real by 2 points. Barca ran out 3-0 winners in their last league outing against Elche. Lewandowski bagged a brace and Memphis Depay got the other in the convincing victory. Real Madrid's Marco Asensio turned down the chance to categorically rule out a move to Barcelona after being linked with a sensational move across the Clásico divide. Asensio, 26, is out of contract with Madrid at the end of the season. While he has not ruled out extending his 8-year stay at the club, there are no renewal talks. Mundo Deportivo reported earlier this week that the Spain international's agent, Jorge Mendes, has spoken with Barca about a potential free transfer next summer. Honestly, I don't know if they have called, Asensio told Spanish radio station COPE when asked if he was aware of Barca's interest. A lot of other clubs have been linked, with me, as well. But it's normal because in 7 months, well, from January actually, I am free to speak to other teams. Asensio added that the links to Barca had led to him receiving over 200 messages from friends wanting updates on his future. Pressed on if he could rule out switching Clásico clubs, like other Madrid and Barca players have done in the past, the former Mallorca player would not give a definitive response. It's just that I have not thought about joining Barca, or considered it, he said. Honestly, right now, I can't give you an answer. I don't know. Barca also made an attempt to sign Asensio when he was coming through at Mallorca, but he eventually opted to join Madrid. He has made 239 appearances for Los Blancos, scoring 50 goals, and won 3 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues, among other trophies. However, Asensio has fallen down the pecking order at the club recently, with Federico Valverde and Rodrigo among those picked ahead of him. Although he said his relationship with coach Carlo Ancelotti remains good. August was tough with the uncertainty over my future, but the decision to stay this season has been made and I am happy to be at Madrid, he added. Ancelotti's confidence in me was key. I still believe I can help Madrid and I want to keep winning trophies. There were options to leave in the summer, but I never really thought I would leave and Ancelotti was part of the reason why.